Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. It is now 2:20. I just finished my lunch. I was busy on my sewing machine this morning. It took me a little bit longer, till about 1:30 for to finish what I was doing. But I wasn't going to leave it. I wanted to get it finished, so I had my lunch a little bit later today. And I'm now sat down doing the Linda's cardigan. I'm onto one of the fronts here. But I'll put that down and I'll show you what else I've been doing. I've been doing a little bit everything this morning. I started off with the scarf. I think I'd done about half a dozen rows. I think I worked for about 15 minutes. I'm working my time in the morning until lunchtime, like a few minutes on this and a few minutes on that. So I worked about 15 minutes on the scarf. And as you can see, it is getting longer. I'm not quite finished. That's the second ball. There's about a quarter of that left. So I think I've done about 6 rows on there. A bit longer, you can see that way. So it'll not be long for that one to be finished. So I did a bit of that. Oh, I'll wrap that up like that. Put it in there. And then I did some of this blanket. It's getting longer. I'm using larger balls now when I'm doing it, so I don't have to keep joining the wool. So I've used about half of that ball this morning. I think I've done about five rows. It took me about half an hour to do about 5 rows on that. So that was our time myself on that. That's I'm looking at the clock and seeing it's if it's 9:30, I'm working till 10 o'clock on this, or 10 o'clock till half on something else. And so that's getting longer, as you can see. Hold it that way, you can see it's getting quite long now. Fold that up. So I'm back to my routine after getting disturbed the other day and taking my friend around the shops and getting back into what I normally do. And then I did half an hour on this one. I've had to roll I had the ball in two balls rolled. I had wound it on my wounder into one, but when I was knitting with it, I think it was the white kept getting longer. I had a piece like this and it kept getting longer and longer, and I was having to keep pull it to doing it. So I undid the whole lot from the ball, found the end of the ball and wound it like that to wind it up to. So I did about half a dozen rows on that, something like that. I spent half an hour on that. That's getting longer as well. Fold that up there and put that inside. And then I have done, this is for my crochet phone pouches. That's the lemon one. I've put little bees, some bit material with busy bees on. And you know, when I was cutting the material, I leave long ends. That's long end there, on there for when I put them together, I put that up to where it folds down. I put that there, and then I use a long end to sew down the side. You know, I do like a zigzag down the side. I leave a very long end. When I was cutting the material out for that, this must have been underneath it, and I must have cut half of that off, so I've only got a little bit. I'm probably going to have to join a bit halfway down, which I don't like. But anyway, that's one done with the busy bees on. And there's one with the gold one with little flowers on. That one. And then I already had this one here, already had 2 pieces cut ready for when I did another one. So this one's the grey one, and I've put that same one, that one on there with all the different colour, different shapes that are. And the same with this one. This is the lilac one, and I've put the same one on there. Like I'm saying, I already had those 2 pieces cut ready, so I worked out which colour would they go best with what colour. So all I have to do now is, which I'm not going to do it until tomorrow morning now, is do up the sides, sew the sides down. Zigzag, that's what I do. I go through to one side, come back through to the other, go through that side and back through the other. So it's like a zigzag all the way down. That's how I sew them. And it makes a nice neat edge. And then after that, I'll fold the tops down like that and put the poppers on. So that's that one and that one. So I have 4 of those, and that's what took me a little bit longer this morning to finish them off, because I had got my sewing machine out and I wasn't going to put my sewing machine away after I'd done a couple of them, so I carried on doing both of them, and it took me a bit longer than what it normally takes. So, but they're all done. They're ready just for to do up the sides, put the poppers on, and then I'll be able to post them to off to Alison. So that's what I've been doing this morning, a lot of that. But yesterday I did do a little bit more. The little cardigan. I haven't done any of this today. This is the only thing I haven't done anything of this morning, but I now have back and 2 fronts and 1 sleeve done. But there's no rush for these anyway, because I'm doing them I'm going to do a few for the girl next door and let her pick what she wants out of them. And whatever she doesn't want, I'll put up onto eBay. Because she said something about not really wanting blue. I says, well, blue, there's a lot of different blues. There's not just baby blue, there's cornflower blue, there's like a deeper blue, there's, you get that white with little blue spots and that on. I'm going to do something like that and let her see them anyway. And when I do these little ones, when I get finished with all my crochet thing, I'll just continue knitting these little ones in the morning. So that was that one. And that is how much I got done of Val's. I only got a little bit done again last night because I couldn't keep my eyes open. And I've suddenly realised why. Because this has a little bit of wool in. I haven't had an antihistamine, but it doesn't bother me. I can knit a little while before it starts making my hands itchy, because there's only 15% wool in it. But when I had my tea, I was taking an antihistamine so that I could knit this without having to wear. I've got some little white gloves that I wear, but I think I'm going to start wearing the gloves when I knit until my hands start getting itchy. And then when they get itchy, I'll put the white gloves on, because I've suddenly realised it's antihistamines that's making me tired of a night time. When I look at I have the box here, and it says, may cause drowsiness. I didn't realise that. That's why I've been having trouble keeping my eyes open of a night time since I started knitting. It's only since I started knitting this for Val. So I'll knit what I can without using the antihistamines. I'll knit what I can before my hands start itching, and then when they start itching, I'll have to hunt out the little white gloves that one of my subscribers sent them to me. I can't remember who it was. I get so many things sent to me, through Happy Meal and that. I can't remember who sends me what. There's that much. But I know I've got them downstairs in the drawer in my sideboard, so I'm going to have to to get them out and knit. Use them to knit this, or else I'll be dozing off to sleep again tonight. That's what's been happening. I think I got about 12 rows done with this. I got about 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3. About all I got done was about 12 rows, and I couldn't keep my eyes open. And I did end up going to bed about 10 o'clock, which I don't go to bed till about 1 o'clock in the morning most nights. So, but I did get up earlier this morning because I went to bed earlier last night. So it's a bit better that way. So that's what I'm not taking any more antihistamines because they're just making me drowsy. So that's that for later. Do that one later. And I'm going to carry on with this. And I have done another video, like a shopping one this morning. I bought some more of those needles, which if you see the video you'll know what I'm talking about. These needles, the video I told you about yesterday, I've done another one this morning because I'd ordered some more. Where's the ones I ordered today? There. Down. Right, these are what I ordered, which I couldn't get the first place I got the other ones from. I couldn't get all what I wanted. So I looked on the internet again and I found these ones. There was a lady's name who had the shop, and she was in this country, so I know they wouldn't take long because the other ones came from China. So I asked for size 10, which she sent me. And I asked for 6. Well, size 10 is Old English 325mm. And I ordered 5mm, which is a size 6. That was okay. And I didn't actually remember what I ordered when it came, but there was a 9mm. Myself, I'm sure I never ordered that because I got that the other day. In the first pack I got, there was a size 9 in there. I thought, well, I wouldn't have ordered the same ones again. But when I looked at the top, she's got 4.5mm written on the top of there. Well, 9 is 3.75mm, not 4.5. So I checked the order that I had put on eBay, and it was 4.5 I had ordered, and she seems to think 9mm. She must think because it comes after number 8. Where's the one? There, I'm using the 8 one. I think she must think because it comes after 8, number 9 must be the next size up, whereas no, it's the size down, not up. The larger the number, the thinner the needle, the Old English sizes. But I did message her and tell her the mistake she had made, and that I wasn't going to, ask for a refund or send them back to her. That I'd just keep them because I can still use them. That means I've got 2. I'm going to cut one in half for to make the 2 needles and just keep the other one in case I do want to do anything larger any time. But I doubt I'll need anything for anything as large as 120cm cable. To show you the size of the cable, I'll take this one out. It's a very long, I can't even get it across this whole screen. It's very long cable. And I better check that, make sure these are, where's my thing, make sure they are 5mm. Yes, they are definitely 5mm. So anyway, that's how long the cable is. So if you're doing anything really big, it'd be handy for that. Put that down there now anyway, and I'm getting on with my knitting here. And you know what? It was freezing yesterday. I had to put my central heating on because I did have I have a blanket thing which I put on my knee at night, and I haven't got my heating on. I put the blanket on. It was keeping my legs warm, but the top part of my body was cold. I could feel I was cold, but I don't know. It's because I had a sweater on that has the little holes in because it has the rosebud lace pattern on it. I don't know whether because it had the holes in that was making me feel cold, less cold air was going through those holes. But I thought to myself, I got up this morning and I thought I'm putting a t-shirt on underneath. I'm putting a clean sweater on. I put a t-shirt on underneath it. And you know what? I've had to open the window. I've been absolutely sweating all morning. I had to open my little window at the side here, just nearly as far as what my arm. I can nearly touch it reaching out there. That's how close it is. I've had to open that window just to cool down a little bit. You know, this weird weather in this country. The only problem having that window open, there's two yappy little dogs next door because I have outside of my back garden, there's it's called the Riva cycle path, runs all the way along past our gardens. And there's always people either walking past or cycling past. And these two little dogs are yap, yap, yapping all the time. Every time Annie goes past, the train goes past and it's rumble, rumble, rumble as the train's going past. But I'll have to put up with it because it's too warm with the window shut. It is weird weather we have in this country. And yet it's only about 2 degrees more than it was. It's only 14 degrees yesterday. I think it was 12 yesterday. But I don't know whether it was windy or what, but this house was cold yesterday. But it's not today. I don't need any heat. I'll probably feel like a bit cooler later on, but at least it's a bit quiet while I've been doing this video. The dogs must have gone in and there's no trains going past or anything else. Or aeroplanes going past either. So anyway, thumbs up and subscribe and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.